Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. On today's video, I'm going to be creating this totally ridiculous thing. Let's get going. So a little while ago, one of my viewers, his name is Andrew, he contacted me and basically threw down a gauntlet. He showed me a screen grab of this burger and challenged me to make it, kind of like a dare. So Andrew, I accept the challenge. However, before I decided I was actually going to shoot this video, I contacted the folks who created the video. The channel's called Babbletop, and I basically told them my intent. I wanted to use their imagery and everything, and they were totally cool about it. So make sure you check out the link below for Babbletop. So thanks, Babbletop. And I don't know whether to thank you or not, Andrew, but anyway, here we go. We're going to kick this video off with a burger sauce. This is the same sauce that I used in my Big Mac video years ago. And I think one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video is that Big Mac video is the one that kind of kicked off my love for doing the copycats. So anyway, this is a really good sauce, and I think it is very, very close to the Big Mac sauce. I have here 1 cup plus 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Going to add 1 tablespoon yellow mustard. This is prepared yellow mustard. 3 teaspoons sweet relish. 1 teaspoon white wine vinegar. 1 teaspoon onion powder. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. 1 teaspoon paprika. 1 teaspoon white granulated sugar. Give this a mix. And there we go, it's done. And I'm telling you, this is way better than taking like Thousand Island or Russian dressing and mixing it with mayo. This stuff, when I did that Big Mac video, there was basically a video of one of the executive chefs for McDonald's preparing this sauce, but he didn't give any measurements. So what I did was went to McDonald's and I got a cup of their sauce, and then I came back and I just started playing with all the ingredients he used and measurements. And this is what I came up with: color spot on and the flavor spot on. What I'm going to do now is cover this, put it in the fridge, and believe me, after this kind of all melds together, this is a killer sauce for any hamburger. It's really, really good. Let's move on to the next step, which is a little bit crazy. So before I continue, I just want to let you know, although this burger is totally ridiculous, I'm going to show you at the end how you can actually have a valid reason for doing something like this. So anyway, let's get to making those patties. Now again, this is going to be 8 patties. I have here parchment paper laid down. These are the long stir sticks that you'd get for, stirring paint in like a 5-gallon bucket, the larger sticks. Rolling pin, and I have it sprayed with a light coating of nonstick, then I just sort of wiped it clean, as you can see. Basically, I want the patties to be the same thickness as these stir sticks. And I'm not really sure how much beef it's going to take yet to make this whole thing. So we're going to start off with some 80-20. And I get asked a lot, 80-20 basically means it's 80% lean, 20% fat. And that's kind of the standard for a good burger. The higher the fat content, the juicier it's going to be. So if you can find it with higher fat, you can make some really killer burgers that way. All right. Now I'm using one of my, I call them burger rings, but they're actually made for like cutting biscuits and things like that. And I buy these, you can get them on Amazon or you can get them at stores like Williams Sonoma, but they come in great for burgers. So what I'm going to do now is first of all, I selected a ring that's bigger than the bun because I'm anticipating with how thin these patties are, they're going to shrink. And my goal is always to try to match the size of the bun. So let's go ahead and cut this out here. For the next one, I'm going to try to gauge the meat to where I can actually get at least 2 on here. The leftover meat basically is going to go back in the container to be used for the next patty, or hopefully patties. We'll just clean up the edges. We'll go ahead and cut this. There we go. Nice thin burger patty. So I'm going to continue doing this until I have a total of 8 patties, and we'll move on to the next step. Again, thank you, Andrew. And here are the last 2 patties. Let me show you what I took away. So before you saw me, I was just rolling the rolling pin over the meat. What I started doing, actually, as soon as I turned off the camera, and it made a huge difference, is I was placing another piece of parchment over the meat and rolling. You can see, sped up the process dramatically. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take all 8 of these patties. And by the way, it turned out to be right around 1 3/4 pounds of meat that I'm using on this cook. I'm going to go ahead, put these in the freezer, let them kind of firm up a little bit, and go out and set up the grill. We're going to be using the Mojo griddle today. It's been a long time since I busted it out on a video, so I'm excited about that. So I'll meet you guys out of the patio. All right, we're using the Weber today. I've got the Mojo griddle on board, which is basically a big 24-inch diameter disc of steel. Great for these big griddle type cooks. So the patties just came out of the freezer. They haven't been in there long enough to freeze, but they're definitely firmed up, which is what I wanted. Simple seasoning, it's just some salt, pepper, a little garlic powder. And I'm only going to season one side just simply because of how thin these patties are. The bun on the griddle for a little toast here. I'm using the edge to toast these buns because this griddle is hot. You can see how much the patties are shrinking here. Now because these patties are so thin, they may cup on me, so a good way of preventing that from happening is to give them a little chop in the center of the patty. And that's something I learned from one of my copycats. Can't remember which one off the top of my head. Just toast on the bun. Good, get these guys flipped. Beautiful crust. All right, these burgers are done cooking. Let's go ahead and build this ridiculous burger. First thing I'm going to do is spread some of that Big Mac sauce on the bottom bun. Again, guys, this sauce is awesome. I'm going to sprinkle on some very thinly minced onion, slice of American cheese, which is how they do the Whopper. First patty down. Now I'm at a bit of a loss here because again, I'm heading into territory that I don't know if it's been treaded on. So let's put some of the sauce down. So add a couple pickles. Let's rock another patty. Rock another piece of cheese, rock another patty, put some of that sauce down, another couple pickles, some shredded lettuce, another patty, some more sauce, some more onions. Another slice of American cheese, another patty, some more sauce, a couple pickles, another patty, another slice of cheese, another patty, some sauce, some pickles, another patty, another slice of cheese. Dress that bun with some sauce. Throw in some onion. A couple pickles. Some more of that shredded lettuce. Top bun. And our security measure is a nice stick right through the middle here to keep it standing. And there we go. I give you the Octo-Mac. I was thinking Octo-Mac or maybe the corporate giant or something like that, just sort of making fun of the big M. Anyway, it's a disaster. So I'll be honest, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. Normally I'd pick it up and do a taste test, but obviously there's no way I'm going to be able to cram this thing into my face. I mean, I would have to, I don't even think I could smush it enough. So one of the things I was thinking is you could make these big burgers like this, maybe even girthier, like more diameter, and have this more as a kind of the display, and then just slice it up and then give the guests basically a plate with the meat, you know, slices of meat and everything, and then give them a bunch of slider buns. You could just make sliders out of it. Kind of a cool idea. So what should I do? Let me I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me cut here so you guys can see what I'm going to do. Let's cut. It all kind of collapsed into a manageable section. Well, it's extremely messy, which I expected. Ridiculous looking, but it was fun making. So Andrew, thanks for the suggestion. I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Again, thank you, Babbletop, for allowing me to use your thumbnail. I mean, that was cool. Check them out. I have the link down below. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like they need to apologize for this. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.